we could probably spend hours here going through historical examples of this type of, let's call it science warring. And really, let's drill deeper. Ego, right? Like, I find it incredible, actually, how seldom ego as a variable comes up. And there's a whole bunch of different ways you could approach this. But of course, we know about confirmation bias. We know if you think you're right about something, you want to be right. And when there's stakes involved, whether they be financial, career, tenure, etc., it so often gets in the way of good science. I'm guessing this isn't the first time or the last time, Shannon, we're going to experience maybe emotions getting in the way of us doing what's best for the collective best interest.
Well, you're absolutely right. And it's funny because Jeannie and I talk to each other a lot about this. We don't really write about it that much, but about the fact that really good scientists are humble in the sense that they are always expecting that they might be wrong. They are always willing to be wrong. And in fact, that's kind of one of the principles of science, is that you try to disprove yourself. You think you're right. You think you have an idea that might be right, and you figure out all kinds of ways to show how you're wrong. And when you can't show yourself to be wrong, then maybe you were right. So this whole idea of humility, I think, has been lost. And that it's astonishing now to see the warring sides of COVID, the kind of anger and vitriol that comes out of having no sense of humility that maybe they might be wrong, that one side might be wrong. And I'm sorry to say that a lot of the vitriol is coming from the side that supports the lockdowns. And the assumption is that if you don't support lockdowns and you don't support all these sort of draconian approaches, and I don't know which is right, but if you don't support these draconian approaches, you don't care about people. You don't care about death. You don't care about all the people who've landed in the hospital. You know, you're effectively a murderer.
And you only care about money.
And you only care about money.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's been the most shocking about the sort of current debate right now, is the kind of assignment of moral turpitude to the side that says, hey, wait a minute, maybe we're wrong about this approach.